This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Champions for the first time in school history. Cox with it. Cox all the way in the jam again. The Renner Hurricanes storming their way to another title. Swing and a miss. A one-hit masterpiece. Turn. Fakes and Maples keeping himself coming near side. Can they hit him? No! I think he got in. He's down. Wilmington is one of the state champions. Strike three called. Put another notch in the belt. The Laurel Spartans three-peat. 2021 to a girls champion.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. Coming to you live from Westminster College, Titan Field for Class 2A semifinal softball action. We're ready to go. Here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, 1 versus 5. Neshannock undefeated at 20-0. Laurel at 16-3. Lineups have been announced, they've been played, and we are ready to go. First pitch thrown at 1:59 p.m. on a beautiful day here at Westminster College. I'm James Dotson, Lee Moon, alongside here on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
And the wind blowing heavily towards right field as the next pitch up high.
2-0 the count to leadoff hitter Autumn Boyd. We'll get the full lineups here in a moment on our LGKG pregame show.
You need to know Addie Fry's on the mound, though.
And her counterpart, Autumn Boyd, is the leadoff hitter, and it's a 3-0 count to begin this game. And how significant is that? Well, Addie Fry has 8 walks all season, Lee Moan. Very few times all year I would expect she's had a 3-0 count.
A little bit of nerves? Maybe.
She is a freshman, and it is a 4-pitch walk, and you're also on a field neither of these teams have played on before.
Yeah, 200 down the lines, 220 straight away. So very good dimensions here.
Just to give comparison, at Neshannock, it's just 200 the entire way around. So with that in mind, we'll take a look at that throughout the game. We'll see how Fry reacts. Now, again, just her 9th walk given up all season long. And Fry's going to ask for the call to come back in again as Addie Deal steps to the plate. First pitch, check swing towards third base and caught in foul territory by Gabby Quinn for the first out of the inning. Boyd, Deal, Grace Kissick now coming to the plate. Abby Miles is the cleanup hitter. Grace Zeppelin will hit 5th, followed by Eva Kuth, Georgia Jelliman, Alexis Brua, and Becca Valenti in the starting 9. Emma Jones is the flex.
Addie Fry on the mound, Gabrielle P. Rod on behind the plate, Hunter Newman at first, Allison Giordano at second, Erin Nogay at short, Gabrielle Quinn at third. First pitch a strike. Left to right is Malaysia, Nalia Nogay, and Catherine Nativio.
There's your LGKG courtesy runner coming in. That's your LGKG defensive alignment. Best defense. That's what you get at Luxembourg Garbutt, Kelly and George.
Madison Maine's your courtesy runner.
Hot day in the sun.
I want to say sun, but this is Western Pennsylvania's sun.
Oh.
Partly cloudy sky. This is a sunny day here.
And it's a beautiful setting,
yeah,
and you mentioned the wind blowing in a good 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, pretty consistent there, Lee. And
yeah, it's going to be tough to get a ball into the pond in left center field, though.
So the runner at first, Maddie Main, the courtesy runner. An 0-1 count coming to Grace Kissick. This one misses upstairs again. A lot missing up here in the early going from the freshman in the circle.
Yeah, you don't see this too often in high school. James, that they have the 24-inch lines on the softball.
Yeah.
You see at the college level, well, this is a college field, so they're used to putting it out there.
The 1-1. This one swung on and missed up at the letters as well. I was going to say, you wonder if that could, play effect to a pitcher at all.
I don't know.
I mean, you're really focused on the glove. I would think you don't see much down at your feet, but might just be something extra you're thinking about.
Yeah. I mean, first time, well, of course, in travel ball, you're not going to see that because you're still in high school.
1-2, misses up and away. 2-2 now the count to Grace Kissick, a .456 hitter on the season. These two teams section mates. Laurel trying to make it back to the championship game and make it a four-peat potentially in the WPIAL. Neshannock trying to get the third win of the season against the Spartans. This one fouled down the first baseline and out of play. Count will remain 2-2, and that was something I wanted to mention in our pregame show. Didn't have much of one here as we got underway quickly. Last time these two teams played, the extra innings 8-5 victory for Neshannock. Laurel fouled off 24 two-strike pitches in that game, Lee.
Wow.
Extending lots of counts. And Addie Deal, who just popped out in her first at bat, she alone had double digits. She saw 25 total pitches in the entire game as this one misses upstairs and the count runs full to Grace Kissick.
Yeah, we're right behind a lot of that. Speaking of our umpires today, behind the plate, Ron Dolby, Gordon Miller at first, and Mike Everly at third. In the three-man crew.
A trip to Cal U on the line. Payoff pitch called. Strike three. Took a little off of it and caught the black on the outside corner for the first strikeout of the game. Fry had 14 strikeouts in each of the two games.
Yeah, I thought that might be high, but they got the letters. So 2 outs here in the first.
That brings up the designated player, Abby Miles, to the dish with 2 down. Upstairs for ball 1. Again, maybe a little bit of nerves. First 4 pitches, all balls, all up high, and even that last strikeout just barely catches the top of the zone.
So if we do have a all-out brawl here, don't mess with Abby.
No.
All national known wrestler. Nice to see girls wrestling take off.
And yeah, we'd like to see continue to grow. She's nationally ranked. Didn't get to wrestle much in the regular season due to injury, but getting back into it now. She fouls this one back to the screen. Miles with some pretty intense strength here on the field as well. 11 hits, but 4 of them are home runs, 2 of them are doubles. Over half of her hits are extra base hits.
Yeah, there's, I think, 32 full-time squads now in the girls wrestling out across the state of Pennsylvania.
The 1-2. Just misses upstairs. Good hold from Miles.
Yeah, and they said they need 100, I want to say 111, 112 to make it an official PIAA sport, and they have 3 years to get it done, but they're off to a great start to get the girls wrestling.
Really, that many? Oh, across the state.
Yeah,
okay.
Across the state. Yeah, there's not many high schools, so.
2-2. This one fisted foul back to the screen. I was thinking just in WPIAL country.
No, there's that many schools in the WPIAL, 120.
So, yeah, exactly.
No, across the state, yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of WPIAL country, we're not in WPIAL country right now. We have invaded. We have invaded District 10.
That is the strange thing about it, the WPIAL, and you see this over the years.
2-2, ground ball towards third, taken there on a couple of hops by Quinn, firing across for the out. So the leadoff walk, but then 3 straight putouts to strand 1 runner on base. Going to the bottom of the first, Laurel nothing, and Neshannock coming up to bat. So let's look at the starting lineup here for Coach Jackie Lash's Neshannock Lancers. Center fielder Nalia Nogue will lead off, following by shortstop Erilyn Nogue. Pitcher Addie Fry hitting third. Hunter Newman, the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Third baseman Gabby Quinn hitting fifth, followed by Gabby Parad, the catcher. Second baseman Ali Giordano, Kat Nativio in right field, and Katie DiMuccio, the designated player, round out the 9 batting. Left fielder Jaden Malaysia is the flex. Autumn Boyd will be in the circle here, Lee. It's going to be, well, exactly what you expect and what you want to see. Mentioned that on the other side, Fry with 14 strikeouts in each of the 2 matchups in the regular season. Boyd with 15 and 13, so also averaging 14 Ks per contest when these 2 teams face each other.
Yeah, Brewers behind the mound, behind the plate. Addison Deal first, Gracie Zeppelin is second, Becca Valenti short, Grace Kusick.
For more than 120 years, People have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys.
The attorneys and super lawyers, Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George have been keeping promises for over 80 years. Call 724-201-1576 to let their team of attorneys guide you through the legal process. Visit them online, lgkg.com, or Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George. They track cases and insurance companies. They know it.
Lee, wanted to mention with this wind blowing almost directly in, a little bit towards right field, but
a lot towards right field.
That flag is actually hovering into play in left center field.
It actually is, and so is your sign a little bit in foul territory, by the way.
At least we're in foul territory there.
But a ball could just our luck, you know. Let's bring the sign into play.
Yeah,
and a ball go behind the sign.
That's why I always try to get that in foul territory at least.
I understand.
So Nalia Noge squares the bunt as she runs through the box and takes strike one. Nalia Noge and Erilyn Noge and Addie Fry and Hunter Newman, the first four batters, all hitting over 500.
And Nalia and Erilyn will be off to Shippensburg this weekend for the state track championships.
The 0-1 misses outside 1-1. Busy girl.
Yeah, what hasn't she done this year? The basketball championship. She's in the softball semifinals. Nalia, also a homecoming queen this year. I mean, she's done everything.
She will be attending the top 10 dinner coming up, one of the top seniors in the graduating class as well. 2-1 now the count to Noge.
And I made the mistake of thinking she was going to Erilyn and think she was Nalia, and Erilyn went right along with it during the basketball season.
Such nice family as well, not surprising that would be the case as she swings through this offering, going to Fordham University next year.
Yeah, I said, hey, Nalia, congrats, blah, blah. She just like, hey, that's not a problem. I just went right along with it.
Well, guess what? Nalia will be graduating. Erilyn a senior next year, and the younger sister coming up.
Oh, boy.
2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the first. Way choking up as she was just going to try to slap one in play, and the count will run full.
Well, that's what those lefties do. Remember, we talked to Coach Gaffney about that yesterday. I mean, former baseball coach and getting into softballs. That's a big difference, you know. Yeah. Can't do that in baseball. With softball, those leadoff hitters, typically lefty, and they can fly and they can slap well.
3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the first inning. Boyd delivers, and it's going to miss downstairs. Leadoff walk drawn, and a lot of times when Nalia Noge gets a walk, might as well be a double because she has 27 stolen bases on the season, Lee. Just to put that in comparison, Laurel as a team has 28.
And making sure the gate's going to stay closed, I think, is what they're making sure.
Yeah, make sure everything stays in play as much as possible.
The batters has to stay in that circle, the small little circle.
It's a tiny circle, isn't it?
It is.
So now Erilyn Noge to the plate. She squares, pops up the bunt, and hustle back now is Nalia, and this is probably going to be a double play. Good effort. The foul out double play retires both Noges.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nalia did not know where the ball was, and she was standing at second base when that ball was caught and did not hear the coaches screaming at her.
Well, it is plenty loud here.
Yeah, that's the problem because we have half of Lawrence County here.
And the other half,
great crowd.
The other half watching live or archived at lcsportsnet.com. So just like that, 2 down. First pitch misses up and in to Addie Fry. And you wonder if maybe miscommunication between the 2 sisters and their father, the third base coach. Maybe one thought bunt was on, one thought it was a direct steal. That's not something that you see very often.
Yeah, I would say no, but definitely a possibility.
Good off-speed screwball there. That one came back in.
But that did have some movement as we're sitting behind home plate. I like that.
Addie Fry, who leads the team with 45 RBI, and the joke was, well, it's easy to have that many RBI when you have the 2 Noges sitting in front of you, but right now they're both on the bench with 2 down. Here's the 1-1 from Boyd, right down Broadway for strike 2.
Yeah, Addie Fry coming over from Sharpsville. Unfortunately, her brother unable to play. PIAA said no.
As a freshman, no eligibility issues here. As this one misses inside and almost hits the freshman. Count even at 2-2.
Yeah, her brother played the whole year, but unable to play in the playoffs. Neshannock they're surviving without him.
No kidding. Can you imagine
No.
The fact that he would have been the number 2 or maybe number 3 pitcher in that game that went 12 innings. Swung on and missed for strike 3. There's a walk, but going down in order is Neshannock in the bottom of the first. We're scoreless through 1 inning of play between Neshannock and Laurel. A trip to the WPIAL Championship on the line. Back in a moment. WPIAL softball semifinal action on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your a $25 chiropractic office adjustment and or if necessary. From the tomorrow to the weekend war, everything in between. Chiropractic, keep you in the game.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wages. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Well, let's crank up the volume here. A little Led Zeppelin playing, Lee? Because who's coming up to bat?
I like the warm-up music. Grace Zeppelin. I'm sure she's used to the joke by now.
Well, she certainly, no lead in her Zeppelin. Last time these 2 teams played, she delivered one of the 2 home runs that Laurel hit in that loss at Neshannock 8-5. What an incredible game. We were blessed to have that one on the Lawrence County SportsNet in extra innings.
I wonder if she likes Led Zeppelin.
I don't think she probably doesn't have a choice. First pitch in there on the inside corner for strike 1. Zeppelin, Kuth, and Jellyman. Zeppelin, who has a double in each of the 2 postseason games so far. This one fouled down the first baseline. 0-2 the count. We have something for your wall photography right over our shoulders, Lee, so don't say anything too nasty about her.
I did yesterday.
She's one of many in attendance here who have kind of the split allegiance.
Hey.
Her kids go to Neshannock. She teaches at Laurel. You could say the same thing about Laurel principal Mark Frengel in this one, as this swung on and missed for the first out of the inning, second strikeout of the game. But Mark Frengel, the principal at Laurel, his daughter, one of the players on Neshannock. It's
and his brother's watching.
Absolutely.
Yes. Henry, a longtime umpire official. And no, we have no Henry sighting here tonight. On the phone, though, we got him.
Eva Kuth squares the bunt, put right down. Grabbed by the freshman from third base. What a great play on the run from Gabby Quinn to retire the speedy Eva Kuth.
Quinn says, I'm taking charge right there. She saw those hands slide up the bat, and she was charging. Great play.
Mind you of Miss Castellander we saw yesterday making the plays at third base all over the field. It's all about watching that top hand.
Yeah, we'll have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game later on today.
There's an early nomination, though plenty of game yet to come.
Yeah, you talked to Quinn. She said that's routine.
Yeah, yes.
That's not a play of the game.
Strike 1 as it catches the outside corner to Georgia Jellyman, playing right field. Played shortstop a good chunk of the season. This one inside out off, and now quickly up 0-2.
Yes, if we do have any rules interpretations, we do have Henry on phone, so we can go to Gene Sadator. Is that what his name is? Right?
Oh, Sterator, yeah.
Sterator. That's our Henry. That's our Gene is Henry today.
I like
that.
that.
Henry's Gene. Yeah. So
here's the 0-2. Misses upstairs. First ball thrown of the inning.
Yeah, he volunteered his services for the championships. Also, that Trib hasn't got back to him yet, but surprisingly.
I don't mind. I don't mind that thought.
No, I like it.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Outside corner for called strike 3.
Good pitch.
Curled right back in at the last second, and Laurel goes down in order in the top of the second. Still scoreless. We're going to have a great one here. Don't go anywhere. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game, coach calls a timeout. When you need to discuss your next move after your latest life endeavor, let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is to provide protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Pontus Insurance online at pontusinsurance.com. Pontus Insurance. Love the life you live.
This game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience and viewing audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and the Trib Total Media strictly prohibited.
Feels like Williamsport here with the big hill up right field. Lots of lawn chairs right along the fence. Lots going up the hill as well. Gotta love it here, Lee. Love this setting that we've been able to use here for the WPIAL playoffs. Invading District 10, invading Bob Greenberg country up here.
Yeah, well, at least we're not invading the state of Ohio like they did a few years ago for Kennedy Catholic and Farrell.
But you know what? I love that, that these organizations are willing to
do it.
Yes, absolutely. Hunter Newman, Gabby Quinn, Gabby Parad, the three due up for Neshannock. Hunter Newman, a .655 hitter on the year.
Yeah, there was no other gym that you could go to. I mean, and it was within driving distance for both schools. I thought it was a great choice.
Absolutely. And, I mean, same thing here.
Yeah.
What, 5 minutes away for Neshannock, maybe 15 for Laurel. To be able to get this kind of facility is absolutely impeccable. They were actually going to have a baseball game, part of a triple header here. It was going to be a WPIAL game at noon and then 2 baseball games to follow in District 10. Yeah,
Westminster, they've been out of the loop for quite a few years, but they're back into it, which is great.
Now, it's not brand new facility, second year that it's in effect. 1 ball, 2 strike now the count to Hunter Newman.
Saw many high school state playoff games in that Westminster gymnasium over the years. A lot of Newcastle Butler games being played in that gymnasium.
Yeah, love going to the Buzz Riddle Gymnasium. 1-2 drilled the other way and staying hot. Oh no! Is it held on to? It does fall in. Jellyman thought no chance, then had it in the webbing, but could not squeeze it. So yes, the hot streak will continue. He's now 7 for 8 in the postseason, Lee, but that one nearly robbed in right field by Jellyman.
Yeah, that ball was slicing back towards her, towards the right field line. Got the glove on it. Looked like the ball was in the glove, but just came out, unfortunately, and the ball squirted behind her, but a great effort.
With the wind blowing in, and it looked like it was sinking, didn't think there was a chance at all the Jellyman would even get to it. So big credit to her, and then big credit to keep it in front after all that as well, as the first pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Gabby Quinn.
Yeah, very nice facility here at Westminster. I said, there's a good, I want to doubt there's close to 1,000 fans here.
Oh, easily. We'll see if we can get a head count on that maybe afterwards.
You're the math man.
The 1-0 swung on and missed. Oh, he's not doing anything important. We got Ed Fry behind us. He can put his brain to use.
Yeah, we can get a total of how many people are in the stands today.
17.
17? 1,700?
The 1-1 fouled back to the screen. Actually, do you know by chance when the doubleheader baseball at Neshannock last year, what the count was?
That was over 2,000.
2,400.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a phenomenal day.
Yeah, they were parking down at the sheets.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strike, the count to freshman Gabby Parad. Boyd delivers. It's popped back up and out of play behind us towards Mr. Rob Nattell working the camera up high. What a great look that we are able to get here from the football field. He's on the top of Bury Stadium running the camera today.
I like it.
Shout out to him. Hannah Bowen running one of the cameras as well. Dom Summers, our producer, here today.
Well, we have everybody here today.
Oh, it's the way it's got to be. It's another one popped back up foul.
Well, when you're the only show in town, we can we can have some people, you know.
The winner will take on the winner of the 2-6 matchup, Fraser against Olsh. That game not beginning until 5 o'clock tonight.
Now, unfortunately, these games, the championship games, they'll be videoed on Trib. We're not allowed to do that, unfortunately, but we will have audio broadcast.
1-2 swung on and missed for the second strikeout of the game for Autumn Boyd. You're right, we will not be able to get the video, but we will have audio for whichever one of these teams. It's the drive for 5. You knew I had to get an Indy 500 reference in there. It's the drive for 5 today. The winner here will be the 5th team to make it from Lawrence County to the championships. And Lee just chuckles.
Yeah. Racing's not a sport, so.
Oh. We'll get you out to Indy one year and you'll change your mind. First pitch misses
Well, let me at least try Lernerville first, and then we'll go from there.
Gabby Perrod at the plate. She had an incredible performance in the first round game, an 11-0 victory over 11-1 victory, over Fort Cherry. 8 RBI out of the 11 runs scored came off the bat of Gabby Perrod. She connects here, but it's going to go foul down the first base line and out of play. One and one to count.
We'll just keep that on the phone. Thanks, Henry.
He's calculating in his head, don't you worry. 1 ball, 1 strike to Perrod. Runner on first with 1 down. This one popped towards center field. Coming in is Kuth, and now going to drift towards right field to make the catch. Any ball hit up in the jet stream today is going to make its way right back in the ballpark.
Allison Giordano.
Yeah, and that flag is just really blown towards right field hard.
That'll bring Allie Giordano to the plate. Giordano last time these two teams played, she was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but then when it mattered most with the 2 outs and tying run, she did that. She hit a ground ball. That one got through. This one corralled by Zeppelin on the first base to end the inning after the leadoff single. That runner stranded. 3. We're scoreless through 2 innings of play here from Westminster College. Class 2A softball championships here in the Lawrence County SportsNet. Championships on the line. Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP and Trib Live.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Why do you go to a District 10 site for a WPIAL playoff game when both schools are just about 10-15 minutes max away? You know you're going to get a crowd not only of Laurel fans, not only of the Neshannock fans, but just the entire community. We were just informed at the moment ticket sales are numbered just shy of 1,000, which is, quote, by far the largest crowd that we have had here at Westminster softball since they put in the new field. So congrats to everybody coming out to enjoy a beautiful day out here in the sunshine.
Yeah, congratulations to Lawrence County for making this happen, too. This is just great.
Glad that we can be here. Thanks to Westminster for hosting. Squaring the bunt is the leadoff hitter, Alexis Brewer. It'll be corralled by the first baseman, Newman, on the bunt. 1-4 put out for out number 1.
First baseman, unfortunately, Hunter Newman. Actually,
or 3-4, yeah, sorry.
Hunter Newman came and got that. And thanks to LCAP for bringing this network. Powering by LCAP here. Thanks to them for making this happen also.
Thanks to all of our great sponsors for all they've done for us all year long. Give a shout out as Becca Valenti steps to the plate, swings through strike 1. Great story about Valenti we'll get to in a second. Want to remind you that our Maley Minute coming up between the top and bottom of the inning. Maley Chiropractic will keep you in the game. We'll get a little softball breakdown of everything going on throughout the district. This one just misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. How about a story though on Becca Valenti?
Yeah, please.
First time these two teams played, first pitch of the game, leadoff hitter, the catcher, takes one in the wrist. She stays in the game for a couple innings, ends up having to leave the game. Wrist was broken. They feared she was out for the year. She's worked her way back, and she started the first 2 games back on the first 2 playoff games. So this is only her 3rd game back, playing shortstop today. She's glad to have a chance to be back out there, and she's able to slap this one into right field. Drifting back, catch going backwards is Nativio as that one got hung up. And look, we have a little wind gust, a little wind shift.
Yeah.
Nativio able to hang on to it.
Yeah, that was a lime snow cone there at that green softball.
Glad to see Valenti back. She's back to the dugout now, 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. Top of the order, Autumn Boyd, who drew the 4-pitch walk to start this. She's first pitch swinging. Or maybe not. It was a bang-bang play at first base, and Tivio came up firing. But it is a 2-out single for Boyd.
That's one thing about softball. You get the short fences. Right fielders can play in, and you see that happen every once in a while. Right fielders throw.
So Boyd will again step back to the dugout. Maddie Main will be the courtesy runner at first base, and Addie Deal, the team's leader in RBI and batting average. 469 average on the year, will be stepping to the plate with 2 down.
Pitch running for Laurel, number 21, Maddie Main.
Addie Deal, who also had a home run last time these two teams played at Neshannock. Umpire wasn't quite ready, gets himself back set up, and now Deal will step into the batter's box. First pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1 to Deal, who was also 2 for 3 in her last game with a dinger. Now 6 home runs on the season, leading all Spartans.
Yeah, Ron Dolby, the home plate umpire, has some really one of the wider ones you'll see as a home plate umpire.
Right, keeps himself balanced.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it is to be comfortable and to have your zone locked in.
Well, they teach you to do that. I'm just not quite as wide.
No ball, 2 strike the count to the left-handed hitting first baseman. 469 average on the year. The big open stance. Misses upstairs. Run down to second base, and a stolen base. Don't see that often. We mentioned it, Lee. Only 29 now stolen bases on the year for the Spartans. Maddie Main takes one there.
Yeah, that ball just sailed in the right field. Yeah, throws are going to be interesting getting down to second base.
5th swiped bag of the year for Maine, and in scoring position for your lead RBI hitter.
First time today for either team.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Swung on and missed for strike 3 to end the inning. 4 strikeouts now for Fry. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the game still scoreless here in the WPIAL semifinals, Class 2A semifinals here at lcsportsnet.com. But we're going to stay right here as it's time for our Melee Minute here, Lee. Let's take a look at some of the softball happenings that we have here. The other game going on in Class 2A tonight, again, Fraser against Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. That's 5 o'clock at Norwin. The other county team we know is going to be there, the Union Scotties, who we got to see last night. Talk about that Union team, 9-2 victory in that game.
They were impressive, I'll tell you. The great group of girls there, and they're going to be tough to beat, but they're going to run into a juggernaut, the 5-time defending champion. One of 2 teams that win 5 in a row. They're trying to become the only team to win 6 in a row. We'll see if West Green can get that done next Wednesday. And
it'll be the 3rd straight time those 2 teams have faced in a championship. Real quick, the other softball championship games, Avonworth and Deer Lakes in Class 3A, and Armstrong against Penn Trafford in Class 5A. Those ones are locked in. Class 4A and 6A and 2A here are still going to be playing today. Beaver against Montour, Elizabeth Forward against Burrell in the 2 4A semifinals. And in Class 6A, Hempfield against Seneca Valley, North Allegheny against Pine Ridge.
Tigers. Sorry, I had to get that in.
I mean, you just sound softball happenings across the district.
I do have the North Allegheny Tiger shirt on, so.
First pitch swinging is Kat Nativio in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, expect an award tonight. Seneca Valley and North Allegheny volleyball tonight for AAA Volleyball Championships. Season coming to an end for a lot of teams around the WPIAL. The state playoffs start next week.
Incredible how this year has flown. Nativio squared, pulled back, but it catches the inside corner for strike 2.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. They all go quick, but a little bit quicker this year.
Yes.
110 broadcasts. Congratulations, Mr. Dotson.
Hey, we made our goal of 100. That's been a lot of fun this year in the inaugural year of lcsportsnet.com. Trying to bunt with 2 strikes, and it's going to be bunted into the Neshannock dugout, and that will be strike 3.
Should be strike 3. Should be strike 3.
Yep, they did confirm. Yep. Not sure if Miss Nativio knew the count there.
Yeah, didn't hear the umpire say batter's out. So everybody just waiting. It's like, wait.
Making sure.
Yeah.
So that'll bring Katie DiMuccio, the designated player, hitting in a 9 spot here today.
I see the DiMuccio batting.
Not bad.
Yeah.
She squares the bunt and pulls back for strike 1, getting the Laurel defense moving a bit. 1,000 here in attendance. Number keeps on ticking up for those watching live at lcsportsnet.com. You can also find us on Facebook Live, YouTube, and of course with all playoff broadcasts on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. DiMuccio not squaring this time as this misses upstairs. 1-1 to count. 1 down. Here's the 1-1, squaring the bunt. This time it's DiMuccio, gets it down the third baseline, but a little bit too far foul. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boyd, who's also been fantastic through the postseason, the sophomore through 2 games, only given up 3 hits, has a 12 strikeout and a 15 strikeout game, and has registered just 1 walk in each of those 2 contests. Upstairs 2-2 now the count. Boyd 108 Ks on the year, Fry 129 strikeouts on the other side. And how about the depth of both of these pitching staffs to be able to go 2 or even 3 deep as necessary in their pitchers this year?
It's all about pitching in softball.
2-2, lifted fouled on the first baseline, and it will drift out of play.
Yeah.
We were talking with Coach Doug Fisher of Union last night and said while it's clear who the number 1 was going to be come playoff time, to have the quality innings to be able to use, to be able to trust anybody to do that, that was a big issue the last couple of years. They had 1 pitcher and 1 pitcher only. Come playoff time, that pitcher is gassed. Be able to save some arms over the course of the year. Called strike 3 in the inside corner. Peyton the Black, back-to-back strikeouts to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 down. Nalia Nogue up to the plate. Back-to-back Ks there, Lee.
Getting that inside corner. She's got 4 in the day.
And now 5 straight that have been retired by Autumn Boyd.
Check out Kissick.
First pitch in there on the outside corner for strike 1.
I figured Kissick would be in more at third base.
Charging away at first is Addie Deal. Tough part is you can't charge too early. You can't give away and leave an opening for a talented hitter like Nogue, as she'll try to slap this one, but puts it back to the screen and quickly 0-2.
Yeah, center fielder Kuth real in, and center field not expecting a lot of power. Left fielder Jones also in. And I'm sure Nalia can pull the ball or hit for some power
on the year, but I will be honest, do not know if that was inside the park or not, because she certainly has the speed for that. The 0-2. Chokes way up. Look how far up she chokes on those. It's all about bat control at that point. You just want to get something in play.
Yeah, she's fun to watch.
1,000-point scorer in basketball, but softball is her sport. And hitting over 500 on the year. Chokes up again, off-speed pitch, and just misses. You can tell Boyd wanted that one.
Yeah. And Coach G in the house.
Of course.
She looks just absolutely great. She said she's biking 10 to 15 miles a day, golfing.
Good for her.
Yeah, without a doubt.
2 ball, 2 strike, 2 down. This one upstairs as well, so after getting up 0-2, count now full.
Yeah, she's living the dream. Still coaching basketball. What, 700 wins now?
Get that 700th win against Swickley Academy. And they got the elusive state championship later in the year. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed.
Should have held it up, couldn't.
Just tried to slap it, couldn't reach it, and Autumn Boyd strikes out the side in the bottom of the 3rd. Great pitcher's duel so far. Wait for the fireworks coming up later on. Still plenty of game to go. Top of the 4th when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Leading off for Laurel, the third baseman.
Let's see who it is. Okay.
Coming up after the game, we will have our LCAP Player of the Game Award, thanks to our powering sponsor, the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, dedicated to enhancing the quality of life by eliminating and preventing the causes and effects of poverty within and around Lawrence County. For more information and to find out how you can assist, you can visit lcap.org. That's LCCAP.org. LCAP, changing lives. Top of the 4th inning, first pitch swinging is Grace Kissick. 3-4-5 hitters due up, and all it takes is one swing of the bat to won't be changing lives, but will be changing the entire complexion of this game, Lee.
Yeah, and I wanted down after the game. They'll be heading over to the crane room as the Union baseball team did their celebrational dinner.
Here's the 0-1. Misses outside, evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, you can call the crane room, 724-655-553, craneroom.com. Put an order in. Maybe duck for dinner over there.
I don't know. I have to see if that's one of the specials tonight. 2-1 to count. This one misses upstairs. What's better than the Aflac Duck? Pontius Insurance. We're probably not going to have too many trips to the mound today. So give a shout out to our friend Dan Pontius and everyone over at Pontius Insurance. 2-2 now the count. Here to the leadoff hitter, the 3-hitter Grace Kissick leading off. She's got 19 ribbies on the season. She's shown some power as well with 3 home runs on the year.
Just got, that's my wife bothering me. How do I, oh, jeez.
Outside, and the count runs full
How
to
do
the
I-
leadoff hitter in the 4th.
How do I pop the G put dead battery? She's in Zeliopol somewhere. I know the battery's not dead. It's got to be something else. But, uh-oh.
Anybody listening from out that way, send help.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch, misses upstairs for ball 4. Second walk of the game, and again, how rare is that? Only the 10th now free pass given up on the season.
Hey, Henry, you're not doing anything. Why you got on the ceiling? Oh, my way.
Head coach Frank Duddy of the Laurel Spartans. Been part of 3 straight championships. Head coach of the Laurel Spartans.
Yeah, we're going to have a pinch runner.
Yep, he's coming in to make the pinch runner call here. Chris Lombardo, the coach at first base.
Yeah, pinch.
Might it be Maddie Main again, you wonder?
Yeah, it might be.
Nope, number 99. Getting ready to run.
Vanessa Miller.
And say you got it quicker than I did. So this is a pinch runner.
Courtesy runner, number 99, Vanessa Miller.
Actually, this one's a pinch runner.
You knew that was coming.
Pitch runner, 99, Vanessa Miller.
We'll help you out. Yes, so courtesy runner, you can run for the pitcher and catcher at any time. So this is a true substitute, Vanessa Miller, coming in as the pinch runner in the 4th inning. Running at first base, and Coach Duddy might be thinking, hey, this could be a 1-0, 2-1 game. Every run is going to be important. You get that leadoff runner on, get some speed on the base paths. Abby Miles will now step to the plate. 314 hitter on the season. .0 swung on and missed, evens the count at 1-1.
She get a swing.
Her father, also a teacher at Union. It was kind of funny when getting everything figured out to be able to allow us to have this broadcast today, including getting permission for us to come leave school early to make sure we could get everything on the air. Thank you to Mike Ross. He's in attendance. I saw him out there. Was told that my 8th period class would be going to Mr. Miles. And I said, okay, cool. And then about 20 minutes later, called back and said, there's no way he's going to be here.
Yeah.
Abby pops this one up on the infield. This will be tough, and it's going to be foul as unable to corral it off the glove for Addie Fry. Not sure, might have been lost in the sun as well. Fry, the closest really to get to it.
Yeah, P-Rod didn't didn't even find it. She just stood behind home plate, so she had no clue where that ball was.
Sun basically is straight above us.
Well, the thing is, though, the ball started at the pitcher's mound, so
look at that wind.
To P-Rod's defense, thinking it's going to be out there, no need for me to go, and then they said that wind just blew it whole way in.
Count now full.
I'm not going to put an error on that, though.
I was just about to ask, would you?
Henry would.
Official scorekeepers last night may have.
Yeah.
Saw a couple hard hit balls that were charged errors.
Yeah. No, that's not an error.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Would have been close to ball 4, but too close to take for Miles, and she goes down on strikes. The 5th K of the game for Addie Fry.
Yeah, major leagues.
Beautiful. That's all you can say.
I love it.
Swung and a miss by Grace Zeppelin.
I wonder if she's chuckling.
She's locked in at this point, is the Laurel second baseman. Trying to add to her 22 RBI total on the season. The 0-1 misses just inside. Count even at 1-1. Kuth in the on-deck circle for Laurel. 3 base runners so far in this game for Laurel. Swung on and missed. Count 1-2. Just what Addie Fry has done with a 14-0 record on the hill, a sub-1 ERA, and how about this? A .67 whip. The 1-2. Pop fouled on the first baseline. For those maybe not knowing whip, WHIP, that stands for walks and hits per inning pitch. So that means that
That's Cool Whip.
we won't go into a Family Guy reference here, all right?
Okay.
But no, that means that basically that tells you how many base runners on average you allow, and she's allowing less than 1 per inning. This one fouled back to the screen and back out of play. Just for comparison, Autumn Boyd on the other side, a 1.14 whip, which I would say is phenomenal. So if 1.14 is phenomenal, you can only say what, 0.67. Upstairs for ball 2, count even at 2-2.
We did a game earlier, a girl from Hempfield, her career ERA was .024. Career ERA, 997 strikeouts for a career back in the early 2000s.
Wasn't it? This one's popped towards shallow left field, and that's not going to get back to the grass. Again, the wind holding it down, really deceptive off the bat each time. Erilyn Nogue, the shortstop, able to make the catch. Eva Kuth gets a little rush. Kuth, who attempted to bunt for a hit in her first at bat.
Can get a new softball. Don't like that one.
They will bring 2 new ones in.
Yeah. They'll keep it in the bag.
Yeah, switch it out real quick.
Yeah.
Kuth, a .313 hitter on the season. Vanessa Miller, the pinch runner, at first base, off with a walk, and was brought off for the pinch runner. And this one's now fouled back to the screen, 0-1. So Laurel has actually had the leadoff hitter on base 2 of their 4 innings. Neshannock 2 out of their 3.
Yeah, nobody's reached second. Well, actually, 1 runner's reached second base.
Now it's on a stolen base. Swing and a miss there from the speedy Eva Kuth. No balls, 2 strikes, excuse me.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting the pitchers match up here today. I mean, I knew you had 2 very good pitchers, but
I was looking at the score lines,
yeah.
6-1 and 8-5,
Right.
and it was a fantastic game there at Neshannock. This one's fouled out of play. Count will remain 0-2. But sometimes, when your pitcher's on, all you got to do when you have somebody who can throw as hard as these 2 do, both in the in the upper 50s, low 60s, if you just make contact,
yeah,
ball's going to go. But I'll tell you what, not today. Not the way this wind is blowing in off the lake. Blowing directly in now off of the lake out in left field. 1 ball, 2 strike as that one misses upstairs. Miller, the runner at first. The 1-2. Fouled again. I'm going to have to get my tally out again.
Oh, for the 2-strike.
It's already 5 in this game that have been fouled off. Again, it was over 20 in the last Laurel Neshannock game that Laurel batters fouled off. You do that, you're seeing just extra pitches can only help. Swung on and missed here on the rise ball to end the inning. So the leadoff walk does no damage as we will now head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 runner left on for the Spartans. Still scoreless here in the WPIAL Class 2A semifinals from Westminster College. Don't go anywhere. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, the bank. Axe can get you comfortably. Going to work, rent, or just to relax at the park can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
To the bottom of the 4th inning, Grace Kissick has re-entered back at 3rd base. 72 degrees, partly cloudy. Cannot ask for much better of a day that we have right here at Limon. It's absolutely gorgeous here at Westminster College.
Yeah, you can't ask for much better weather other than the wind. But, I mean, it's just a great day.
That's going to keep us all cool, though, which
yeah.
I won't complain about that.
No.
First pitch.
For the fans is good.
Absolutely. First pitch misses downstairs to Erilyn Nogue for ball 1. 2, 3, 4 hitters. Erilyn, then followed by Fry and Newman. 1 hit apiece through 3.5 innings for the Spartans and Lancers. Nogue gets under this one. It's going to be popped to Kissick at 3rd base for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the pitcher, number 8, Addison Fry.
Sophomore in the circle for Laurel, the freshman in the circle for Neshannock. Putting on a clinic here so far, Lee. I hope you brought some extra scorecards. I'm not going to say the magic 2 words, but
I got up to 12.
Mine goes to 9.
Thanks, Randy Gore, for giving me this one.
Addie Fry, first pitch. Looks like misses just down and in for ball 1.
I might have to go help my wife.
Didn't miss by much.
No.
Fry struck out in her first at bat. Now has a 2-0 count coming her way. A .531 hitter on the year and leads the team with 7 home runs. Mentioned Gabby Perrott had that 8 RBI game in the first round of the playoffs. Addie Fry could one up that. Non-section game against Armstrong, she had 10 of the 14 runs. She had 10 RBIs. She gets under this one, popped back out and out of play. Hope these 10s are strong.
That would have been in play. Did they let the schools out early today? Because, I mean, there's a lot of students here for both schools.
I'm sure that the administration had to have been very lenient in allowing these kids to come out, which I love.
Yeah.
This one's fouled back right towards us. 2-2 the count. Part of the reason why this game is being held so early, by the way, it was by request of Neshannock High School because they are having one of their senior recognition dinners tonight.
Okay.
And while there is only one senior on this roster for Neshannock in the Leah Nogue, it's a top 10 dinner. She's missed so many other events over the course of the year. They just wanted to get a chance to get her in there. This one hit hard and high down the 3rd base line, but running out of real estate and going into the tarp is Emma Jones. Great effort. She actually would have been out of play even if she did make that catch. A great effort. Basically go right into the grill of Hannah Bowen over there, actually.
Yeah.
So the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes, but you know, top 10 dinner, that's a really, really cool event, and you know, you want to make sure if you can get these events to be able to happen. It's just really, really awesome that they were able to make this happen. 2-2. Called strike 3 down at the knees. Second time Fry's gone down on strikeouts.
Right at the knees.
Now batting at first base, number 22,
Great pitch.
Newman.
6th strikeout for Autumn Boyd. Mentioned other events that she missed. Malia Nogue, she missed the first-round playoff game, as did Sister Ireland, because they were still down
running track
at Slippery Rock, running the track meet. Couldn't get the Swickley Academy in time. Hunter Newman has the only hit for Neshannock. Now 7 for 8 in the playoffs. She swings through that first offering.
Yeah, Swickley Academy, not the easiest school to get to during traffic.
That's where Laurel had their quarterfinal victory over Chartiers Houston. This one popped foul and out of play. No ball, 2-strike count. Newman, 32 ribbies on the season. Trying to get something going here with 2 down.
Yeah, now for these coaches, how deep do you play your outfielders with this win, too, making those adjustments?
I wondered if you'd see a bit of a shift towards the right side of the field even. Here comes the 0-2 from Boyd. This is upstairs. Right at Lee Moan, who totally did not flinch.
I'm experienced from being behind the plate.
Guess what? The camera doesn't lie, and it was right on you. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Called strike 3, back-to-back backwards Ks. She's got 7. And real quickly, that's only the 2nd time Hunter Newman has been struck out this season.
Wow, and that was what a great pitch, too. Off speed, a little bit of a knuckleball almost, screwball as you would say. Get her looking.
Throws Newman, back-to-back strikeouts. Boyd with 7. No runs on the scoreboard yet. We'll go to the 5th inning when we return at lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
We've played 4 complete, so going to the top of the 5th inning, Neshannock has the last now 9 batters in a row have been retired by Autumn Boyd. Addie Fry not doing too shabby either. A couple of walks, only 1 hit allowed for each team so far. It's been an old-fashioned pitcher's duel to start this one, and still 3 innings left to go in regulation time.
I mean, the pitchers are dominating, Randy, but the wind has played a factor in this game.
I'm going to let you correct that statement. Did you catch it, Dom? 0-1 swung on and missed. It's Jellyman, Brua, and Valenti to the plate. 0-2.
I said the pitchers have dominated.
Randy.
Dominated.
You called me Randy.
Oh, sorry.
That's quite all right. That's fine, Jay. No problem.
Okay.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 3-pitch strikeout. Retires Jellyman. 2nd time she's been put down on strikes.
Well, that's an insult. I gave you a compliment. So.
That's an insult to him. You're exactly right. Randy Gore, we appreciate his help. He's done a few broadcasts with us at lcsportsnet.com. Been a great help.
Yeah, he's got the 5 o'clock game at Mars High School between North Allegheny and Pine Richland.
Alexis Brua swings through that first offering. The catcher who stepped in as the catcher role after the injury to Valenti earlier in the year.
Yeah, he hopes to be joining in the Union Scotties next Wednesday down at Lowley Field with North Allegheny.
Scoring to bunt is Brew. Will be taken by Fry. Throw to first base in time. 1-4 on that put out for the 2nd out of the inning. Yes, the interesting development today. The sites and times announced. Neshannock baseball will play Wednesday. Mohawk baseball will play. Did I get that right? No, Neshannock is Tuesday. Mohawk is Wednesday. The first game, though, on Wednesday is Union baseball at 1:30. Also Wednesday at 5:30 is Union softball. So they've put both Union games on the same day. Valenti fouls this one back and out of play.
Well, if Union baseball would be done by 4, you make the quick hour and 15-minute drive down the, and you know those games never are on time, that little field. So you might stand a chance.
Still, though, if you're
Yeah,
a softball coach, do you want to be having your players be able to go and watch and support? You'd love to be able to, but I'm not sure you can.
You could probably have them watch a first inning or two, and then that's about it.
Yeah, which
I
also stinks.
Probably will happen, I would assume.
This one misses inside. 2 ball, 1 strike. The count to Becca Valenti. Only her 16th official at bat potentially coming here.
Yeah, great to see her battle all the way back.
She was our Bailey Chiropractic play of the game with a 2 RBI single in the first round, and she's going to run through with a single to right. And that's a great way to utilize Becca Valenti. She was your leadoff hitter. She's working back from injury. She's your second leadoff hitter here now as the 9 hitter.
Yeah, sort of a check swing almost, but the power of the pitch coming in made it the whole way out the right field. Thought maybe the tibia might go for it, but she decided to play it safe.
Top of the order now up with Autumn Boyd. She's been on base twice. She has the only other hit of the game for the Spartans. She's first pitch swinging off the fist. It's going to have to be a play only to first base for Erilyn Nogue with 2 down. She's able to get that out. 6-3 to end the inning and leave 1 runner stranded on base. We've played 4.5. We'll be back in a moment. Still scoreless here from Westminster College. Class 2A semifinals on the Lawrence County SportsNet and Trib Live.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
In our Tri-County Principals postgame show, we'll be handing out a couple of T-shirts, your Bailey Chiropractic play of the game and your LCAP player of the game. Not sure we're going to get any Red Zone RBIs today, so let's give a shout-out to them as they've created all the shirts all year for us. And don't forget, Spirit Sales, always a great way for your organization to make money. In a month alone, over $5,000 just in 1 month for organizations in the county, just for sharing a link. The Red Zone does the rest. Give them a call, 724-654-6065, and see how your group can score big at the Red Zone.
So they've provided over 200 T-shirts for our broadcast this year.
Not to mention all of the shirts and sweatshirts for our staff here.
And check out the championship T-shirts that they have out there.
They're ready to print some more.
Yeah, have those ready for going to support these teams.
First pitch swinging is Gabby Quinn. It's fouled back and out of play. Yeah, Quinn, Parad, Giordano due up.
Yeah, they have all the baseball shirts done and ready to go, making a WPIAL championship. And one of these 2 teams, I'm sure they're going to be ready to get printed as quick as possible as soon as we find a winner today.
This one catches the inside corner for strike 2. Autumn Boyd is just putting on a clinic right now. Inside corner, outside corner, top of the zone, bottom of the zone, doing it all.
Yes, only giving up 1 hit. Only walked 1 leadoff batter.
Swung on and missed. That's now 8 strikeouts, 3 in a row. And since that only hit of the game that you mentioned, Lee, that's now 10 straight that have been retired.
And 6 of those have been by strikeout.
Gabby Parad now to the plate. 472 hitter on the season is Parad. Autumn Boyd wheeling and dealing in the circle. Strike 1 right down Broadway.
And she is dealing.
Gets the ball back from Alexis Brewer. Back in the circle. This one off the end of the bat towards short. Gonna be a tough play for Valenti, but she makes it look easy. 6-3 put out.
Yeah, Neshannock only have 2 balls out of the infield, and that was in the 2nd inning. And that been the fly out the center by Parad.
Look back to that first inning. The leadoff walk drawn And it looked like Leonoge was trying to steal second, but the
that
bunt
bunt,
was
yeah.
put on. You got a double play. I mean, think about how this whole complexion of the game could be changed just based on that play alone. First pitch swinging is Giordano for strike one. Just to put that in comparison, bottom of the first inning in the game at Neshannock, they put up 3 runs on the board.
Yeah, and Laurel, they've only put 3 balls out of the infield so far today through the 5 innings.
A lot of balls on the ground. Checking her swing here is Giordano, evens the count at 1-1.
And a lot of balls in the glove. They're going to appeal. And the home plate umpire graciously says, I'll make the check, even though I know she didn't go around. But that's just a courtesy there.
Absolutely.
Oh, you always do that.
1-1, Giordano gives this one a ride towards left field, making the running attempt, and it gets off the heel of the glove and falls down. Jones able to get it back in quickly to at least hold Giordano to first base, but that's going to be our first error of the ball game. As again, the wind, I think, took it just a little bit further than Jones was anticipating.
Yeah, she had it, and Giordano, she stopped at first base thinking she was ready to turn around and leave the base, go back to the dugout, and then the ball was dropped. So got the error.
Let's see if Neshannock is able to capitalize on that miscue in the outfield with Kat Nativio coming to the plate. Squaring the bunt, it's a pop-up bunt towards first base. Tough time handling it, and the throw to first is not in time. Giordano to second, Nativio to first. Bang, bang play at first base.
Yeah, it definitely was bang, bang for sure. Shannon gets the benefit of the call. Now we're going to have our Ponce Insurance timeout. It's like the teams go to the sideline to listen to their coach and discuss their needs. Is what you get at Ponce Insurance. They put their attention to the things you own so you can devote your attention to the ones you love. Visit them online. PonceInsurance.com. Ponce Insurance. Love the life you live. Worry-free is the first time today that either team has had 2 runners on base at the same time. We finally get that here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
How do you want to rule that one?
Infield single.
Okay, I think so too. It looked like she had a little trouble trying to grip it, but
I understand that too. I mean, my first thought was error, but the more I think about it, with the way the ball did have some spin on it, so if it didn't have the spin on it, then I would say yeah, but so we're a little bit more lenient.
Well, and I also go by what the teams put on their game changer.
Well, you know, Neshannock gave a hit and Laurel probably gave the error.
Nope, Laurel gave it a hit.
That's good.
And let's see, Neshannock gave it a hit as well.
Okay, so
that's the beauty of game changer.
Yeah, well,
it is a legit game changer.
But we're unofficial for sure.
Absolutely. So that brings 9-hitter Katie DiMuccio to the plate after the conference. She squares the bunt, and she attempts, does not get it down, and the ball in the dirt will allow runners to advance.
Yeah, the wild pitch. Brewer had problems picking up that one. Interestingly, they're still trying to bunt here with 2 outs.
And that might have just been to see if the defense moved and thought that maybe Giordano could outrun the shortstop who had been covering third, but either way, it works out. 2 runners in scoring position. First time either team's had a runner at third. 0-1, scoring the bunt again, but pulling back this time is DiMuccio. Evens the count at 1-1.
Or just figure this might be the best way of the way Boyd's pitching, at least get the ball in play. And you never know what might happen if you can get a really good bunt down. Of course, Neshannock, on the other side of this sport, knows a little thing about suicide squeeze.
DiMuccio squares again, pulls back. She does have 6 RBI on the season, 2-1 now the count. You mentioned the suicide squeeze. Neshannock not once but twice on the baseball diamond has executed a double squeeze. 2 runners scoring on the same squeeze bunt. Last one happening off the bat of freshman Jake Rind in the WPIAL semifinal game in the 12th inning.
The winning one, yeah.
2-1, squaring again and pulling back is DiMuccio, 3-1 to count.
Yeah, they're going to say, did she swing? They're going to try to appeal that.
Ask whether she made an attempt.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
And here's the interesting part of the rule is that the bat can stay there in the strike zone. There's a difference between the bat being in the strike zone versus making an attempt at the ball.
And now we're going to get the umpire's going to come out and talk now. And and I'm sure Henry's going to, as long as you don't make that attempt now. In the old days, you had to pull the ball back, put that bat.
Yes.
back. Now it can stay. And they're just going to make sure in the same. And I like what Laurel's doing here. Let's take that free conference right now.
Yeah, Neshannock was using theirs as well, making sure everybody was on the same page. There's a 3-ball, 1-strike count as we get back to the action. Giordano at third, Nativio at second, DiMuccio at the plate.
Yeah, and I like what Gordon Miller did. Hey, make sure. Hey, wait, let's make sure we're on the same page here. You were asking, what. Everything's good.
DiMuccio squaring around already. She's going to pull back, and she is going to swing, taking on a big hop at second base, and on the first for the out. Zeppelin to deal to retire the side and leave 2 players in scoring position. Scoreless through 5 in a WPIAL semifinals. Don't go anywhere. Playoff softball on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP and Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale-Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Somewhere.
Top of the 6th inning coming your way here at lcsportsnet.com. Burner of Bruin. 2 hits apiece so far through this game. It's a blustery day here at Westminster College. Just for a real quick, not that it matters as much in softball, but Addie Fry at 71 pitches, Autumn Boyd at 67 pitches.
Doesn't matter at all. But thanks for the thought.
Well,
thanks for the fact.
When those numbers get up, though.
Yeah, you're all about numbers, so that's a good thing.
The arms can start to weaken a little bit potentially. Never know, and at this point, it might just take 1 pitch. Ask for the appeal, and Deal did hold up on the swing. 2-3-4. Deal, Kissick, and
5. Grace.
Unfortunately, Abby knew it too.
Strikeout number 8 for Addie Fry. They're sticking with it. I love it.
I love it.
Those not musically inclined as much. Grace Zeppelin to the plate. Fouls it back to the screen. 0-1 the count.
I'm glad there's nobody named Cash here today. I know Ring of Fire to be playing. One of North Allegheny's favorite songs in the gymnasium.
0-1 just misses inside.
Ooh.
Count even at 1-1. As you can see, the student section of Laurel out in the left center and right center field fence. Out in the outfield, they have their arms up. They're calling for it. They want to see that Zeppelin bomb again. 2-1 now the count. Throw back behind to Kissick. She's able to get the hand in there in time on the throw behind from Perrott. Work snap down.
And in the right field grass, there's about 25 Laurel students up there too.
Got a good chunk of the Neshannock baseball team just to our right.
Yeah.
Catching some softball before they make their way down to Washington next week.
Yeah, I saw Kobe DeRosa here today too for Laurel.
2-1. Foul back to the screen. 2-2 the count. Mentioned the Nogue sisters getting their places at the WPIAL Track and Field Championship. Saw Tori Atkins here as well, who got some more hardware at the district championships
Javelin?
as well. Oh, no, in the runs, 200 to 400.
Okay, that's right, 200 400. That's right.
She's the one who had the
Annie
impressive
Watts,
relay.
Addie Watts is one I'm thinking of from Neshannock.
Yeah, she finished 4th in the javelin.
It's
did
the
Watts.
javelin throw, yeah.
Count still 2-2 after Zeppelin fouls that one back. They'll all be heading out to Shippensburg this weekend, Friday and Saturday, I believe, for those events.
Yeah, Friday weather around here does not look good, so out there probably Saturday.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Kissick, the runner at first base. Fry delivers, off-speed pitch for strike 3 and a beauty. Wow. 9th strikeout of the game, leaves 1 runner stranded. To the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Still zeros on the scoreboard here at Westminster College. It's lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP.
When a team needs to discuss their next move in a big game. Coach calls a time. Your next move after your latest life endeavor. Let Ponce's Insurance be your coach. At Ponce's Insurance, how we serve you is as important as the insurance we provide. Protecting those you love, the business you built, and the things you've earned. That's our job. At Ponce's Insurance online at poncesinsurance.com. Ponce's Insurance. Love the life you live.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Bottom of the 6th inning, top of the order, due up for Neshannock.
This is where if you're going to get it done, you get it done now.
Well, and it might take just this right here, Lee. Who's going to just do it on their own? Hey, refresh, should be back. Leonoge squares the bunt right back to the pitcher. Throw to first base in time to retire the speeding Leonoge for the first out of the inning.
Just didn't get it far enough left. Great job by Boyd coming off the mound and making that strike.
And a great job by Grace Zeppelin, too. Not enough credit to the second baseman to get over there and be able to make the catch on the bag. Erilyn Noge 0 for 2. She squares the bunt, and it's going to be bunted back foul. Trying a little small ball to get some runners on base. Only 2 hits for Neshannock, 3 for Laurel.
Yeah, they haven't had they had that second and third stranded in the 5th.
They stranded 1 runner in 5 of those 6 innings, too, have the Spartans. Down at the knees for strike 2 to Erilyn. Those watching, as somebody said, the stream is cut out. Hit that refresh button. In the heat. Couple things overheat. Should be back online, though, here at lcsportsnet.com and on Trib Live. Watching strikeout number 9 from Autumn Boyd as she got Erilyn Noga to chase up.
Number 8, Addison Fry.
Addie Fry now to the plate. Mentioned the 7 home runs, also 12 doubles on the season.
Yeah, these fences are 200. She's going to have to hit it 230 if you want a home run out of here today.
First pitch misses inside while she played the hero. The walk-off 3-run home run in that section clinching victory over Laurel in extra innings, and that one, no doubt, at least 230s. It almost landed over the fence on the football field. 1-1 now the count. Lee Moan was there, but he was getting ready and starting the baseball broadcast by the time Addie's shot went over the left center fence.
I heard the screams.
There was no doubt about what happened, was there?
Nope.
Here's the 1-1. Popped up. Trying to find it is Brua. Not going to get to it.
And the tent's strong enough.
The tent is strong enough. How about the bravery of Heather Walser over there? She didn't budge. She trusted the tent, and I'm sure she just got a great shot of Brua and Kissick and Boyd all coming to try to make that catch.
Check it out on our website, something for your wall on Facebook.
Check them out on Twitter. We'll have them all on Twitter, Instagram. We'll have all of it for you. One ball, 2 strike the count to Addie Fry. Checks the swing, just misses inside. Laurel was coming off the field, thought it was strike 3. Didn't miss by much.
Yeah, Zeppelin won it, that's for sure.
Now 2-2 the count. Pitcher on pitcher in the bottom of the 6th, scoreless game. Misses upstairs, count runs full.
Yeah, tried to do a little bit too much for that one.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Boyd delivers. Pop back foul and out of play. We'll do it again. People ask how a scoreless game can be exciting, Lee. This atmosphere alone makes it incredible. But these two pitchers going at it has been a lot of fun. That one just missed outside. She gives a little chuckle because she knew she didn't miss by much, but she knew she did miss. Ball 4, only the second walk given up by Boyd. And I think we're going to have a courtesy runner coming on the field. Believe that is Alina Frengel. Courtesy.
Our courtesy runner.
And we will confirm this time.
Yeah.
10.
The RPA announcers learning the game.
Oh, they're used to college. No courtesy runners in the college game.
Yeah. That I did.
Number 10, Alina.
Not familiar with the college game enough.
I believe it's still a 7-inning game in college.
Yeah, it's still 7, that's for sure. I know that.
So Frengel, we mentioned earlier, but it's worth repeating. Her father, Mark Frengel, principal at Laurel, watching her daughter run against Laurel for Neshannock.
Yeah. And has a red and green shirt on.
That's a good question. I will figure that one out. First pitch misses downstairs for ball 1. Frengel having to slide back in at first base safely. Well, we'll ask, what color shirt is Mr. Frengel wearing today? Mr. He is wisely hiding.
He's pacing.
One,
pacing somewhere.
1-0 the count to the dangerous Hunter Newman at the
Especially
plate.
now.
Misses upstairs, gets away, and Frengel in the pass ball will advance to second and put a runner in scoring position.
Second time today in the Neshannock has somebody in scoring position.
And Newman, just as a reminder, in the postseason now, 7 of 9 at the plate.
This could be a potential game right here. And they're going to walk Newman.
That's a great play with the open base. That's a great decision.
Now batting the third baseman, number 24.
We'll find out if it is.
Gabby Quinn, though.
Yeah,
She's had a flair for the dramatic in this contest as well. She was on base all 4 times and when they played back in early May.
Yeah, we will find out if it's a good decision or not. I'm not saying Hunter would have got a hit. Let's see if Gabrielle can come up with a big hit here.
Now, instead of the 655 hitter, you're hitting now against a 448 hitter.
Still pretty good.
Still very good. G's first pitch swinging is Quinn. Fouls it back to the screen for strike 1.
Well, I understand the move, that's for sure. Only takes something. Just get that ball in the outfield somehow, some way. You know that runner's not going to stop at third.
Misses upstairs. Big lead at second base there from Frengel, but she now retreats back.
There's no way they're stopping her at third base. Not in a 0-0 tie at the bottom of the 6th.
Tell you what, they could take a page out of the baseball playbook. If this is a ball dribbled in the infield, she might not stop.
But with 2 outs, a little different situation. But yeah, you might as well not stop.
The 1-1 popped up again. It's going to drift back foul towards the football field. 1-2. Still scoreless, bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the 1-2 from Autumn Boyd. Misses down and in. That one kind of slipped out of the hand. Rita Lipser, she said that ball almost felt wet.
Yeah, gonna
rub some dirt on it.
Thing is, they're gonna rub that. Yeah. She put it right back in her glove though, which is not legal.
2 ball, 2 strike, 2 down. This one drilled down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone, but it's gonna drift well foul. There's your hardest hit ball of the day.
And that got the crowd up. That got the crowd up right there.
The Glees trio was ready to start celebrating. They retreat to their seats. Everybody on the edge of their seats. Standing room only and then some. Here at Westminster College. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Misses and gets away. Advances the runners another 90 feet.
Now, do you walk her to get the P-Rod?
I think with a
3-2
full count, I think you keep it there. I think you don't give
Pitch
anything in the
carefully.
wheelhouse. Yes, exactly.
Not after that last swing. See what Lloyd does.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Boyd delivers. Downstairs. Kind of the exact thought. Can't get hurt on that pitch down there. But it is 3 straight walks issued by Boyd. 2 standard walks. The intentional walk to Newman in between. Bases full of Lancers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to have another Pontius Insurance timeout.
That's the second trip to the mound.
Now trying to cash in with a big red zone RBI here in the bottom of the 6th inning will be Gabby Parad. Make sure you stop by the red zone just a few minutes up the road. On Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. They have all of your playoff championship t-shirts ready to go.
And make sure after the game, head down to the Crane Room. Loft outside. What a great day to be on the patio down there. There's plenty of room up there. Stop by before or after the game. Visit them online, craneroom.com. Get some Q-Sauce wings.
Lancers with the bases loaded.
Biggest threat for either team. Neshannock stranded 2 in the last inning.
Parad.
Only takes 1.
Parad, who had to step up in the first round game. 8 RBI in that one. All she cares about is 1 here would give Neshannock the lead in the bottom of the 6th. Holds the swing, strike 1.
Boy, perfect pitch. Inside corner, right on the hands. Great way to start for Autumn Boyd.
9 strikeouts apiece for both Boyd and Fry. Boyd delivers the 0-1, ground ball foul. And now Boyd just 1 strike away from potentially getting out of this inning.
This is when you see that rise ball come into play, or that changeup come into play.
Boyd composed out there in the circle. Waits, now gets the sign from her catcher. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Great time for strikeout number 10. A 3-pitch strikeout to end the inning. We're scoreless through 7. Back in a moment. Going to the 7th. Scoreless through 6, going to the 7th. Back in a moment at lcsportsnet.com.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
10 strikeouts for Autumn Boyd, 9 for Addie Fry. What an impressive performance we're seeing from these 2 young athletes in the circle with a trip to the WPIAL championship on the line. It's the type of game we've seen so far, Lee, that makes you say almost disappointed that this is a semifinal and not a championship match.
Yeah, unfortunately it is a semifinal match, but this is the way the brackets are set up. One of these teams unfortunately have to lose. But the good thing is both these teams' seasons are not over.
Top 4 have made it into the state. You're absolutely correct. There will be a consolation
game on Thursday. Do not know where that might be yet.
I think it's Tuesday next week.
Yeah, I think it is Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday to 31st.
Yeah, have not been announced so where that playing game might be.
But that's just for seeding.
Right. Which is unusual. They don't do it in basketball, but then they have a seeding game for softball.
Upstairs, even the count at 1-1. Is that because they go 6 or 7 deep in a lot of the basketball playoffs?
No, I don't know. Some of those brackets, though, for basketball are only 3 or 4, and they just follow the leader.
Yeah.
But
not a fan.
No, not at all.
1-1 check swing to Eva Kuth, and she fouls it back.
Yeah, I understand it. It's money, officials, all that good stuff, because you're not going to get good crowds for those playing games. I was a big fan of having the first-round home playoff games, though, as they do in the States.
1-2 misses outside. Count even at 2-2. Top of the 7th inning.
Of course, you won't have that in the state playoffs, though. They don't have the home turf advantage. They do find neutral sites, but it's the home district advantage, though.
Just inside as the count runs full to Eva Kuth, the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 7th inning. Yeah, it was interesting. You put the section foes. Laurel only 3 losses on the year, 2 of them coming to Neshannock. Put them on the same side of the bracket, but that means we get to see great games, we get to see great pitching. Now 10 Ks apiece for these 2 hurlers. I think we're going to have a pinch hitter coming here for Laurel. Talk real quick, though, Lee, about how big that was. The strikeout, the 3-pitch strikeout to end the inning after giving up 3 straight walks.
Yeah, so the strategy of walking Hunter Newman does pay off, too. So she's pitching great as Autumn Boyd. I mean, she's that last pitch, the rise ball that she had there, just a perfect pitch. She's feeling no pressure for sure. It's been a fun. Been pitching great. Both these pitchers doing great, and 1 run's going to do this game probably.
Now, Alexander Herr's going to check in life in the fast lane. She's got 9 RBI on the season, a .280 hitter. Trying to get on base any way they can. Pinch hitter in the 7th inning is number 22, Alexander Herr, hitting for Georgia Jellyman.
I'm sure Jellyman will probably go back in the right field.
That one barely misses. On the inside corner, she gets a little smile saying, I should have leaned into it.
Yeah. Without getting caught, right?
Well, true. This one catches the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1.
Tell you, not much. Ron Dolby's been right there the whole game. Not hearing much flack from either coach or either players, or doing a great job out there.
There's a couple times that I've seen using the wristband, having trouble hearing what the call is from the dugout. That's because it's that loud out here.
Yeah.
Gets the sign now, 1-2 the count to the pinch hitter.
Or as Randy Gore says, the wrist coach.
The wrist coach, that's what it's called.
The wrist coach? Well, that's what he calls it.
The 1-2.
Oh,
swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Wow. Momentum's on the Neshannock side. I mean, they stranded 2 in the 5th. They stranded 3 in the 6th. So you would think maybe getting that 1 in the 7th if they can get out of the 6th inning.
All it takes, though, is 1 swing of the bat.
Or 1 mistake.
Or 1 potential bunt that could go awry. Bruja swings through on that bunt attempt.
Yeah, you hope for both teams' sake that it's a good clean hit and nothing, a bad play happens.
Scoring the bunt again is Bruja. Newman, tough time handling it, recovers, throw to first base, is going to be knocked away. She picks up her helmet on her way to second base, puts it back on and slides back in. Are you kidding me? Alexis Bruja gets on base, picks up the helmet, and continues running to second. And slides in head first for good measure.
Well, forget about it. That's our play of the game.
Yes.
I don't care what the winning hit is or anything like that. That's our play of the game right there.
First error of the game against Neshannock. We're going to say E3.
E3, yeah. Never seen anything like that. To pick up the helmet or Ponce Insurance timeout right now. The head coach is going to come out and have a talk. And what a great job there.
Man, good job coming in to back it up and get the throw back in. Actually, it was a pretty close play.
Yeah.
So the helmet got knocked off because the throw was wide. Giordano had to reach across the bag. There was a collision.
Yeah.
The helmet goes flying. If that was hockey, she has to run off the ice. But
yeah. If that's football, you have to run. You're not allowed to play without your helmet either.
Right.
But in softball, as long as you're, it's knocked off that way, you can continue. That's
the fortitude and the mindset though to pick it up and keep running while you are. That's a catcher right there for you.
And since you're the numbers guys, what are the chances of the helmet perfectly bouncing back up into your hands? Love it.
I don't want to figure out those odds. Well, that also brings up Becca Valenti, 1 for 2.
Yeah, chance to get that one important run.
She fouls the first pitch back to the screen. And
you said she's only had 16 at-bats coming into this game. 1 for 2 in the day. Put that hard hit ball to right field the last time up. That's amazing, that play.
Another runner in scoring position. Only the second time today Laurel has gotten a runner to second base. Swing and a miss, and quickly up 0-2 is Addie Fry.
And for as many games as Henry Frengel has umpired over the years, I doubt he's ever seen that play.
It's one of the great things about the broadcasting. You see something new no matter what, no matter how many games you've done.
Yeah, that is insane.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Can't wait to see that out in the standout format.
Missing upstairs, 1-2, thanks to our friends at Trib Live, the standout platform.
Yeah. Of course, we might have to, might be an honorable mention. Our play of the game might have to be a winning hit. But
we're gonna have some options. I have some extra shirts in the car too. Don't you worry. The 1-2, good hold again from Valenti.
Oh, I like a double dual Melee chiropractic play of the game. That's just insane. Of how she did that.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner at second. Still looking for our first run of the game here in the top of the 7th inning. Trip to the WPIAL championship on the line. Swing and a miss, strike 3. An even dozen in terms of strikeouts for Neshannock's Addie Fry, and now 7, 8, 9 hitters will come up trying to walk it off.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Westminster College. Neshannock, 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. Giordano, Nativio, DiMuccio. At this point, Lee, all it will take, potentially, is just 1 swing of the bat.
6 runners stranded for Neshannock. For Laurel, 5 runners stranded. Neshannock's had the best opportunities with stranding runners at 2nd and 3rd and the 5th, and stranded the bases loaded in the 6th. Laurel, twice they've stranded a runner at 2nd. They have not had a runner at 3rd base yet today. These pitchers been, I was expecting more of an offensive game here today, but the wind has played a big effect into this game, and the pitcher's arms has played even a bigger effect.
Yeah, officially, double check me. I got 6 left on for each team at this point.
Okay.
12 strikeouts for Addie Fry. She struck out the side, not in order, in the 7th. And then Anna Boyd with now 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, you're right, 6.
Allie Giordano. Now, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
First pitch swinging, and she's going to come in clutch again. She had, in the 7th inning, the bottom of the 7th, she had the game-tying RBI on a first pitch swing. Man, is she coming clutch at the right time with the leadoff hit.
And that almost guarantees you to get the top of the order in the Leonoge a chance to swing here in this bottom of the 7th. How important that is, too.
I think we might have a pinch runner going in for Giordano. It got so loud that the umpires couldn't even hear.
Number 42, it looks like.
That would be Aubrey Ragone.
Got the helmet on. Pinch runner, yep.
Little sign language. 42 for 2. Aubrey Ragone going to pinch run for Allie Giordano here in the 7th, and you have to expect bunt's going to be on here.
A lot of pressure on the freshman on the base, huh? Undefeated season on the line here.
With the freshman in the bottom of the 7th, to pinch run.
She and Frangel have been the 2 courtesy runner pinch runners over the course of the year, both freshmen.
Gotta love it.
Only the 3rd hit of the game for Neshannock, but it comes at the right time, a leadoff single in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Kissick in.
Way in. There's the square, bunt down the first base line, but it will go foul.
The thing is, Nativio and DiMuccio, they've been both bunting every attempt, just about. Has not been swinging.
And Nativio actually, on her first at bat, had the bunt strikeout as she attempted one with 2 strikes. Choking up already. She will square again late, pull back, getting back, barely getting back in time actually. Running at first base was Ragone.
Yeah, she's taking a big lead.
A big secondary. She has some time before second baseman Zeppelin coming over to cover.
Yeah, Brew's got to be careful here. I mean, if ball goes into the outfield, then you're going to put that winning run at second.
That's what Neshannock's trying to do at the plate with Nativio. 255 hitter. Right now just looking to do a job, move a runner over. Squares, does get the bunt down. Thought about 2, but couldn't handle it cleanly. Throw to first in time. Good play for Boyd to stick with that. 1-4 sacrifice, advances the runner to second.
DP number 16, Catherine DiMuccio.
Bobble, like you said, she was thinking about second. And how about the hustle by Nativio to head first slide?
Tried to get an extra base runner and sustain the out, but she goes to the dugout, and Katie DiMuccio to the plate, a strikeout and a ground out.
2 chances here for the Lancers. Get that run in. Yep.
She looks to square, and they're going to say she did not pull back in time. Strike 1.
I agree.
There was one questionable last time that she was batting about pulling it back, but did not in time there.
And DiMuccio, she's been bunting the whole time. She did swing away the last time after 2 strikes.
Actually, it was a 3-1 slash attempt. You're right.
Okay.
She pops this one up towards the Laurel dugout, but it's going to hit off the screen. Yeah, that was when she was doing the fake bunt. We thought she was just going to take on 3-1, but pulled back and pulled the trigger.
Was she the one that struck out bunting, or was that?
That was Nativio.
That was struck out bunting.
Last 2 innings, Neshannock has gotten runners to third base.
So boy, 0-2 now. Complete control of this situation.
Here comes the 0-2 from Autumn Boyd. Popped foul again, backing out of play. Keeping athletic director Ed Fry. No relation to Addie Fry. Keeping him busy.
I'll keep that comment there.
No balls, 2 strikes. Another one popped backing out of play.
Yeah, he's been all over the place today, is Mr. Fry. The man in charge here at Westminster today.
He said, I hope you guys are ready to get on the air quickly because I don't say much in the pregame conference.
That's good. You don't need to. Let the umpires do it.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on a miss. Big strikeout, number 11 on the day, but more importantly, the second strikeout of the inning.
This is where if Nalia can get, everybody's thinking left side. If she can get something to pull here, this right fielder, Jellyman, who's back into the game, it's kind of deep out there.
Nogue 1 for 2, a walk. The only senior on this roster for Neshannock. Can she send her team to Cal U for the championship? Misses downstairs for ball 1.
Just making sure Jellyman did re-enter.
Gets the look. Most dads have to be pacing back and forth in the outfield. Dawn Nogue, third base coach here for Neshannock. The 1-0. Misses upstairs 2-0. Though Coach G behind us, I think, is doing enough pacing for every parent here.
Yeah, she's probably coaching from wherever she is. She was the great slow pitch softball pitcher in her days
in the USSSA Hall of Fame.
2-0, Chopper, nice snag by Kissick at third, on the first for the out. We got extra softball coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. We're still scoreless, heading to the 8th here from Westminster College. What a play by Kissick, Lee.
That's a Maylee chiropractic play of the game right there. If she doesn't come up with it, we're going to be having a bang-bang play at home. But, boy, snatching the glove out. He's hit a great throw over to get a speedy no-gay at first base.
Back in a moment. Free softball coming at lcsportsnet.com, Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Again, this game and the broadcast rights to this game, the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Starting the top of the 8th inning. Extra innings with a trip to the WPIAL Championship on the line, and Laurel will have the top of the order due up. Boyd, Deal, and Kissick here in the 8th for the Laurel Spartans. First pitch, swinging, and a base hit.
Maybe. Okay.
That one was hit hard, but not hard enough. 2 for 3 now on the day is Autumn Boyd, both on that same style of hit to the right side. They'll get the courtesy runner out there. Maddie Main already at first base. She was ready to run.
NRP announcer is caught on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good, Mr. Umpire. He's just double checking.
Same courtesy runner that has now been 3 times used for Autumn Boyd.
And she's checking the bench right now to see what play is on. What do you got going?
We got Addie Deal at the plate. Great swinger of the bat she is as well. A .469 hitter. But again, you have to think she's probably thinking just about doing a job and moving a runner.
Popped up the third twice today.
First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Not even thinking bunting that first pitch.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's why we broadcast.
Well, you trust in your swingers, and Laurel, one of the best swinging teams that you will see in Class 2A softball, and she was trying to put that one out onto the road.
Yeah, but Addie Fry, one of the best pitchers you'll see in WPIAL 2A softball.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Both of these hurlers have been on fire today.
It's been fun.
Deal gets back into the batter's box. The 1-1 coming from Addie Fry. Upstairs for a ball, and again, we're used to this. It took 8 innings, though that was an 8-5 game when these two teams played the last time, a little under a month ago.
You hear the Laurel student section out in right center field making some noise.
And trying to get the pitch call coming in, and Fry's, I think, again, having trouble hearing the sign coming. The 2-1. Misses outside again. 3-1 now the count.
Again, Laurel has never had 2 runners on at the same time here today through the first 7 innings.
They've left solo runners on in 6 of those 7 innings. Fry now at 110 pitches. Boyd at 102. Swung on and missed. Count runs full. Again, Deal thought that she had a chance to put a big stick on that one too. Just barely missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pop foul back into the screen. Mentioned all those foul balls in the first game. Not nearly as many this time, Lee, but it was Addie Deal who had seen, at that point, 25 pitches in the game when she put one out into the parking lot at Neshannock High School. At that point, that was the top of the 7th, gave Laurel the 1-run advantage. Now trying to give Laurel the lead here in extras. Payoff pitch, swung and missed. Making a baker's dozen for Addie Fry.
Yeah, high outside corner. Tougher deal to lay off that one.
Grace Kissick steps to the plate. She's been on base twice with a walk and an infield single. She's first pitch swinging right back at Fry. It'll be a double play. Line drive to the pitcher. Throws it over quickly to Newman at first to get the twin killer. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Neshannock another chance to walk it off. 2-3 hitters coming up. Don't go anywhere, folks. Trip to the WPIAL Championship on the line at lcssportsnet.com.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between, let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Leading off for Neshannock, the shortstop, number 28.
You hear it, Erilyn Nogue leading off in the bottom of the 8th inning. For the Neshannock Lancers, another chance to walk it off. 1 run will do it, Lee. Just 1 is all it will take.
Laurel had their chance. Now here comes Neshannock. I said they've stranded 6 innings.
Nogue tries to bunt, a .528 hitter. Good hands by our home plate umpires. It's bunted back to him. You can't take the baseball out of you, can you, Dom? Dom Summers even shouting out there the good hands blue call. Now the 0-1 from Autumn Boyd. Another square to bunt. Down to third base. Taken by Kissick. Throw to first. Will be not in time. And Erilyn knew it. The bunt single.
Wow. Bang, bang play.
Bang, bang again. There's been a couple of them. Leadoff runner on base.
And they're making sure the everything's right on call right there. Looking to the third base coach, saying, what's the call? Do I steal, do I not? You don't take the bat out of Addie. I'm sorry, I don't bunt in this situation, James, with Addie Fry up.
That's why. Deep fly ball to left center field. Off the base of the fence. Nogue rounds third. She's going to make her way to the plate. Smiling the whole way because she's in there. And the Lancers are heading to the WPIAL Championship. Up the walk-off double by Addie Fry.
And that's your final. Neshannock 1, Laurel 0.
The wind kept it in the park, but it does not matter. In 8 innings, Neshannock victorious, 1-0. There was no way that Erilyn was stopping at third base.
No way, because that ball hit the fence, and unfortunately for Emma Jones, the ball ricocheted back towards the infield, and that allowed Nogue to be able to get that extra few steps because of that unfortunate bounce for Laurel.
Unfortunate that this game wasn't being played down at Cal U, but we had a great one here at Westminster College. Cal U, the next stop for Neshannock. 1-0 in 8 innings. We'll recap it back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale-Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
It is a final, ladies and gentlemen, here from Westminster College. In 8 innings, a 1-0 victory for Neshannock over Laurel. They get the season sweep, 3 victories over the Spartans. And again, unfortunate that this couldn't have been for a gold medal, but at the same time, an incredible game. And in the end, all it did take was one swing of the bat. You finally get 2 hits strung together for the first time for either team all game, Lee. That ends up being the difference as Erlen Nogue, the leadoff bunt single, beats out the throw to first, and then uses the wheels on the Addie Fry, winning RBI double.
Yeah, that
incredible.
Ball, on a non-windy day, that ball's out of here by 30 feet for sure. But that ball stayed in, and I talked as we were going off the air that, unfortunately that ball hit the base of the fence and ricocheted back towards the infield. If it just stays at the bottom of the fence, you got some decisions whether you're going to send Nogue or not. If you do, but that ball ricocheting back towards the infield, easy call. Nogue, slide. She didn't. I don't think she had to slide home, but she slid home just to make sure, sliding in, barely getting the front of that bag at third base. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
I was watching it.
I was waiting for an appeal, just possibly. Yeah. Why not? In this close game, but it looked like from here, she definitely touched it. But you got to feel for Laurel, and if you're going to lose, it's not a bad way to lose. I mean, you lose on a good softball play, and just a great game. Both teams played extremely well, and don't be surprised you might see them meet again in a couple weeks.
Yes, I think
for a trip to State College.
I think you're exactly right. And much like what we saw in the walk-off victory, thanks to Ken Locke saying adios behind us, the athletic director here at Laurel. We saw the game at Neshannock when it was the walk-off hit. Both coaches just immediately went to each other, a smile and just a shake of the head of like,
that's what happened here again today.
That's exactly what just happened here, because they know, hey, this was a lot of fun. What a great game, and we have a chance to not once but twice get to witness it and bring it to you in person here in our Tri-County Principals post-game show now at lcssportsnet.com. A couple of awards to give out. First, let me give some stats. First, let's start with Laurel's right-handed pitcher, Autumn Boyd. 7+ innings pitched, scattered 6 hits over the course of the game, only that 1 run, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks, one of which was intentional. She also at the plate was 2 for 3 with a walk on base 3 times, was Autumn Boyd. For Neshannock, Addie Fry, 8 innings, only 3 hits, 13 strikeouts, and 2 walks. She also 1 for 3 at the plate, but the one was a big one, the RBI double to win it. That's why she is our LCAP Player of the Game award winner here, Lee.
Yeah, Lawrence County Community Action Partnership proud to present the Player of the Game to Miss Addie Friday and the Neshannock Lancers. LCAP and Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Addie for today's Player of the Game. She will receive a customized T-shirt, courtesy of the Red Zone, in recognition of being named today's Player of the Game. To view the full list of this year's Player of the Game, all 100 of them, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on the Player of the Game. Congratulations to Addie Fry for being named today's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP, they're changing lives.
I'll put an asterisk. I'm still playing catch-up. I'm about number 85 right now.
Okay.
And getting all those up there. But they will all be up there by the end of the year, no doubt about it. We have one other award to give out, and it was a incredibly aware play. Not often do we do this, but it needs to go to Alexis Brewer of Laurel for her play. Running to second base, she reaches on the air, loses the helmet, puts the lid back on, and continues to run to second base.
And she almost fell down.
Yes, she almost fell down, almost was knocked over.
Yeah.
Helmet flies off. She picks it up all in stride, puts the helmet on, and gets to second base for a chance there in the seventh inning.
And the helmet was straight when she put it on.
That might be most impressive.
Yeah, unreal.
So our congratulations to Alexis Brewer, today's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award winner. Alexis Brewer will receive a T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game, and video of tonight's Play of the Game could also be featured on the Standout platform on Twitter and Instagram for the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Congratulations to Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award winner Alexis Brewer of Laurel. Maley Chiropractic keeping you in the game. And then number 5, Lee, 5 teams we get to cover. It'll be audio only for those championships down at Cal U for softball and at Wild Things Park, but that's completely fine.
They just killed our power.
So, there we got the power back. It sounds like perfect. And with that, we're going to wrap things up here from Westminster College. And again, we will have both softball games audio and all 3 baseball games audio only here from Cal U for softball, from Wild Things Park for baseball. 1-0 your final score here. Neshannock remains undefeated heading to the WPIAL Championship in Class 2A. For the entire crew, Hannah Bowen, Rob Nattell, our producer Dom Summers, my broadcast colleague Lee Moan, I'm James Dotson signing off. You've been watching Class 2A softball semifinals on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. See you down at the championships next week. This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.